person will still find a way to make themselves feel better about themselves while shooting you down in the process, even though you already admitted that you were wrong and you took accountability for your actions. You go in this circle with them as you admit to them that you were wrong, and then you apologize, right? And then you take accountability. They don't know how to shut up. Today's a hard video for myself, but it's also one of the most liberating, I feel. There's this philosophy I woke up to that I made up in my head myself called the 5 A's. First one is awareness. Second one is admittance. Third one is accountability, which is going to be the focus of this, today's video. Fourth one is affirmations. And the fifth one is action. Now, with these 5 A's, which I'm going to get to later on in my career and videos wise, these 5 A's definitely helped shape and alter and redefine my life. But the third A I want to talk about today is accountability. This one is a hard one, especially for a lot of people in today's society. Accountability does not exist. We don't take accountability for our actions, speech, tone, our diction, our lifestyle, for the food we eat. Sometimes we do habits for other people, which is catering to others when they don't cater to us. Accountability has been a very strong A in my book, and I have spent years doing it, only for it to be flipped in front of me. People tried to act like I never wanted to take accountability. Like, for example, recently I done got into an argument with a person whom I thought was my brother's sister, and I was doing business with them. But at the same time, I felt like we was cultivating a friendship. Shout outs to that person, because that person is a brilliant producer, and I believe still a genuine soul. But at the end of the day, I was addressing that person on a specific situation. Like, yo, listen, man, you're not sending me enough beats. You're not holding me accountable. I know I'm holding myself accountable, but at the end of the day, what's up with you? I feel like me and your work ethic could be better. Could you be more consistent with me? And when I'm being stern about it and I'm being honest, I get judged for it, talking about something I'm being too demanding. What? If a brother or a sister love you, or a family member love you, they're going to hold you accountable for your shortcomings, like I said, and your inconsistencies and your principles, your morals. Like what do you stand for? You know what I'm saying? So as I was, not checking this person, but holding that person accountable to be a better person, they started flipping the script on me, talking about I'm being too demanding. I'm like, so who's taking accountability here? Like, how am I trying to hold you accountable, but you flipping it back on me, calling me a gaslighter, trying to hold me accountable for my so-called gaslighting and my demanding ways? The only reason why I'm being so demanding is because I have spent over 20 years, and I'm 28, right? I've spent over 20 years catering and trying to cultivate culture with people who don't even understand how to cultivate culture. When I tried to hold this person accountable, they turned it against me and acted like I owe them something. I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, you haven't given me all my masters and my stuff. But as soon as I torture you for it and I damn near force you to send me my stuff, why do I have to do that? You sat there and made me wait, but you didn't wait when it came to your cash. You wanted to get paid right away. So when I paid you your cash, you didn't wait for that. So now I gotta wait for my masters and my stuff and my wave files. So I gotta slow my creative process up for you because you want to be lackluster. And then when I hold you accountable and tell you that I don't like what you're doing, you want to get mad at me. So that's the problem with our culture. Every time we bring up something that makes us feel uncomfortable, they like to flip the script on us because they're uncomfortable at the fact that we are actually practicing our shadow work and we're actually putting that work in. Our shadow work and our higher frequency, which is mine, makes a lot of people feel uncomfortable. So they tend to get out of pocket and out of line when we talking about you being too stern. You're not my father, you're not my brother, this and that. You can't tell me what to do. Yeah, I can't tell you what to do. But if a brother really loves you, if a person really loves you, they're going to hold you accountable. They don't have to make you admit nothing. You have to do that for yourself. But they're going to hold you accountable for your actions and how you talking to them and how you treating them. You really think I'm going to put up with your actions? So to end the story, I posted up on Instagram, and I'm going to take accountability for this. And I'm going to apologize to the family, to whoever I need to apologize for me even putting this out there. But at the end of the day, I don't regret saying it. Because again, I posted a story on Instagram And I didn't lash out, but I vented. And I said, listen, man, I come from a neighborhood where if you do certain stuff like this, you get shot for it, or you get put 6 feet under. You know what I'm saying? God bless homie. But rest in peace, Will. He wasn't a close brother of mine, but he was a beloved brother and family member to a lot of other people that I knew. You know what I'm saying? So God bless me, man. But he was shot and killed. You know what I mean? Just just almost a month ago. Over nothing. You know what I'm saying? Over a senseless act of violence, over a miscommunication, over a misunderstanding. Maybe, homie was rumbling. They got into it. Why were they rumbling? You know what I'm saying? So, whole point, I come from a neighborhood where if you do weird stuff like this, you either, one, get warned about it, reprimanded, shot, and killed, or put in prison for it, or just get beat up. You know what I'm saying? You get your head stumped through the concrete. So as I was telling this person, I mean, as I was telling my audience and my story about it, when I mentioned 6 feet deep, they forgot the whole context of what I was saying. And I even told my audience, I'm not the one that's going to do this, but I'm saying there's other people that's not going to have that much mercy for you. They're not going to take accountability. They're not aware and admitting like I am. I'm a good brother. So the fact that you do me like this, respectfully, you're lucky. You got off great. You got off good. But try this with a hood guy. Try this with a person that don't got no common sense. Try this with a illy traumatized person. You're not going to get away with that. It's either 6 feet deep or you get your, you know what I'm saying? You get your head stomped through the concrete. It's as simple as that. I never said I was going to do it. But when I got on the phone with them, they talking about, oh, you threatening my life. I'm going to have to call the cops. I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to do that. I'm like, yo, this all started from me trying to chat with you, to have a talk, not to rumble, for you to take accountability for your actions. I take accountability for mine for being so-called demanding, and I'll admit it, I am demanding. I'm a Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? I'm a leader, not a follower. So leaders have to be stern. Leaders have to be, you know, boots on the ground. I have to be grounded, and I have to hold people accountable for their lackluster actions, for what they say they want. They're not really going for it because their actions is telling them, you don't really want it. Their mind wants it, but their actions and their body is not following through with the act, with what they thinking inside their mind. So again, when I try to hold my culture accountable, can't even speak on women. But even with that, that's why a lot of relationships fail, because a relationship is one-sided. No one wants to take accountability for their attitude, for the way that they think, their beliefs. Once they believe something, they locked into it and no one can tell them nothing. That's why we have a lot of arguments with religion. Nobody wants to take accountability of the fact everybody has their own perceptions. Everybody has their own point of views. You can't sit here and push your point of view on somebody. That's not how you live life. It's a right and a wrong way to do things in life. And that is a wrong way to live life. If you sit there and try to tell people how to live their lives, that's why there's a lot of murders today. That's why Republicans and Democrats don't get along today, because they're too busy telling each other what to do, not taking accountability for the reason why the world is the way it is because their belief system is clashing with other people's belief systems, and they don't want to sit there and compromise and show compassion and be like, you know what, I believe this way, I believe that way, but let's find a mutual ground. Let's find a mutual understanding. But so many people are one-sided and one-dimensional that they can't even be patient enough with themselves to sit and admit and take accountability on what they do wrong or what other people think they do wrong. So that's my thing. I can sit here until I'm blue in the face and admit that I'm wrong and take accountability, and a person will still find a way to make themselves feel better about themselves while shooting you down in the process, even though you already admitted that you were wrong and you took accountability for your actions. And then you go in this circle with them. So as you admit to them that you were wrong, and then you apologize, right? And then you take accountability, they don't know how to shut up, because they got so much thoughts pent up in their mind about how they're gonna approach you. Number two, they wasn't raised right, so they don't know how to They don't know how to comprehend. They don't know how to execute in a calm manner. They don't know how to compassionately sit down and have empathy for a person. Only thing people can do is have sympathy for a person, and that sucks. So when it comes to accountability, majority of people don't even contain the characteristic trait of compassion enough to sit and think thoroughly about, what's going on up here. So that's why they can't take accountability. So when it comes to accountability, that's when our culture is cooked. It's sad that even when you try to address your family members on stuff that makes you feel uncomfortable, they don't want to sit there and take accountability, plus thus making more generational curses for you to break. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to go through, in my life, I'm the only child, right? I'm the only child. I got no brothers and sisters. I got small side cousins from, my mother's side or whatever. But it's just me and my mother. So the reason why me and my mother don't talk today is because me and her go through a psychological struggle. Me and her go through a spiritual struggle of, she thinks that she did the best that she could for me when I don't think so. But I try to overlook the bad stuff for the good stuff. Like, she raised me. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't emotionally there 100%, but she was physically there. You know what I mean? And then mentally, sometimes she would come and talk to me after she got done beating my butt. You know what I'm saying? But at least she came and talked to me. At least I had food on the table. At least I had shelter. At least I had a school to go to. I had friends. And while I can understand that and appreciate that, the reason why me and my mother argue today, or just don't get along today, she lacks accountability for her actions. But with every effect, there is a cause. And with every cause, you got to go to the root of things. So the root of things is, like I said, coming back to, and this is going to be a whole nother video on this stuff, the 5 A's. My mother, from the root, is not aware at times that she needs to admit that she is wrong. She needs to take accountability. She needs to practice affirmations instead of self-deprecation. And then she could take action on being a better role model for me. Because she was my only role model. She was the only big sponge and I was the little sponge. And she was sprinkling, bad juju down to me. And I'm soaking it all up. Now I'm big and all messed up. That's the problem with a lot of families, especially the parents. The parents don't know how to take no kind of accountability because they think the way they were raised, it was hard. No, in all reality, it's harder today. Do you see social media and how bad it is? Do you see how bad social media is? Everybody got a mouth to run. Now, every random person with a perspective got a microphone. They got a podcast, they got music, they got a phone where they could just run their mouth irrelevantly, childishly, disgracefully, disappointingly, if that's a word. Like, it's so sad. And none of these people want to take accountability. All they want to do is just troll in comment sections, even when good stuff is going on for people. When people get congratulated, or somebody got an accolade, or somebody got a new Rolls Royce, or a new crib, or just had a kid, you find some kind of way to slander people. Not to go too off topic, but it's a sad shame. Like, Meek Mill is pretty much the Nip of our city. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle for LA. Like, that was a sad loss. But Meek is like the Nip of our city, and y'all clown him. I'm from Philadelphia. This is a Philadelphia Museum of Art right here, and I'm in the heart of Philadelphia. Like, why do we clown Meek Mill for doing good things for our city, giving back to kids, doing police reform, so gentlemen could get out, you know what I'm saying, so they can go back to their families, because some people were wrongfully convicted and wrongfully arrested, especially black men and black women. The system ain't set up for us, you know what I'm saying? And this is not a whole race video, none of that. We're not on that. The whole topic is accountability. Like, can y'all take accountability for slandering a man that does nothing but try to be positive for folk, and then you wonder why he don't put nobody on from the city? Because he sees so many people in the comment section trolling him because of some alleged situation with Diddy. At the end of the day, it's funny, you know what I'm saying, but it's not. Y'all don't know what happened. Y'all don't know the truth. And unless y'all got evidence, mind y'all business. Take accountability for your own life. Take accountability for the sad shame words that you be saying out your mouth about another person's life that you know nothing about. Boy, it's so sad that a lot of people can't mind their business and take accountability for their life, for your lifestyle. Like, that's just childish. It's ignorant, it's disrespectful, it's rude, and it's so sad. Like I said, the culture, especially us Black and Hispanic people, like, we don't know how to take accountability for our wrongdoings. All we know how to do is apologize with gifts, not with words. You can't buy nobody's love. And just argue, and then the next day you be cool, and then have this hidden animosity. And then every time y'all arguing, y'all get to a point where y'all almost kill each other. I done seen families outside on porches swinging on each other. For what? Only to be cool the next day. Oh, that's my brother, that's my sister, that's what we do. Nah, that's not what you do. Family don't hurt like that. Love don't do that. Love don't come in confusion. Because when I come outside and your brother and sister, your mommy and poppy over here swinging on each other and beating the living crap out of each other, what type of love is that? That's dysfunction. That's dysfunction. That's highly disrespectful. So again, a lot of our culture does not like to take accountability for their actions. Like I said, to end that story, that producer did not want to take accountability for the fact that she was being lackluster with her work ethic towards me. And I'm not afraid to say what I got to say and put it out there. Like I said, I ain't gonna say no names, and it's not the world's business. But as far as the story, to the ones that know, which is me and that person, you're not gonna sit here and treat me like I'm everybody else out here. No, I'm a one-on-one. I know who I am. I know the type of culture I want around me. I want consistent, creative, collaborative, pure culture around me. That means how you walk, talk, act, feel, think. I need upper echelon. I need better juju around me. I need pure energy around me. I need genuine energy around me. I need consistent communication. I'm not saying every minute you gotta text me now. That's a hyperbole. You know what I'm saying? That's exaggerated. But at the end of the day, yo, if I feel some type of way and I address you about my problem, be quiet, listen to understand, and try to comprehend what I'm saying rather than listen to respond. A lot of people listen to respond, and that is the most disrespectful thing to do. Why you got two ears? You got two ears and one mouth, and you mean to tell me that you respond more than you listen? If that's the case, let me tear my lips off and put them on both of my ears so that I could talk more than I listen. It just don't make no sense, man. And like I said, the culture does not take accountability for running their mouth too much, going off how they feel, not what is. It's about what is. What's the problem? What's the root of the situation? You sit here worried about how you feel. Don't nobody care about how you feel, because how you feel is not going to get the bills paid. Now, you could get across how you feel, but you can't just make permanent decisions off temporary thoughts. That's what I mean by nobody cares about your feelings, because feelings are temporary. Decisions are permanent. That's what I want people to understand. When you make a decision off of a temporary feeling, you burn bridges with everything, with a lot of things that could have helped you gone further in life. You could get far by yourself, but a team helped you get further. And that's my point with the story. When I was holding that person accountable, that means I saw potential in that person. That means I love that person enough to be honest, to be like, yo, you got to do better as a producer. If you want to go far, if we want to go far, like, I'm a ticket. Like, you got to treat me right. So when I tell you to send me music and take accountability for that, I'm not telling you to just apologize. I'm telling you so that you can take accountability. Because you're not doing what I ask you to do. Especially if I pay you cash, if I pay you money, you are to do your service correctly, respectfully, and professionally. That's another problem we got here in Philadelphia. We got a real professional problem. People are just so unprofessional, and it's sickening. And it's disrespectful. Imagine if you did that with a street man or a person that don't got no common sense. It will shoot you on sight or they'll beat you up. There's some people that don't play like that. I don't play like that neither, but I'm not gonna sit here and assault people all because I don't play with people. I'm not gonna sit here and kill people. I got more common sense than that. I got more to lose than to hang around with low vibrational people and allow them to get me out of character. Now, I've gotten out of character multiple times this year. Yes, I have. And I will become aware of that, I will become aware of that. I will admit that, and I will take full responsibility and accountability to say that I have allowed lower vibrational people to get me out of character from a high vibrational standpoint and my perspective and where I'm supposed to be at. I can sit there and become aware, admit, and take accountability for that. But the thing that I hate about this world is, like I said, especially about our culture, is the number one thing that we are missing is accountability. There's no accountability for the way that we talk, the way that we treat each other, the way that we think, the way that we do things to each other or for each other. Why am I putting hands on you if I tell you I love you? Why do I feel like I have to damn near threaten you to get what I need from you? That's extortion. I don't want to have to keep extorting people to get what I need. That is ridiculous. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we have to learn, especially as a culture, to cultivate better culture. I believe that we need to be more aware of our actions. We need to admit when we're wrong. If we feel we're wrong, admit it. It's better to talk and admit it. And we need to have better understanding and comprehension enough to take accountability for our actions. I take full responsibility and accountability, and I actually apologize if I do something wrong. If I was being less than what I presented myself to be, or if I knew I could do better, or if I've done somebody wrong, I have a guilty conscience, I will come back and I will apologize, admit, and take accountability. And from now on, be aware of my next actions. Think again before I do something. Whenever I speak, I do my best to think before I speak. But there's times where I've gotten out of character, just like I have like a few days ago. I have gotten out of character. And yes, I did, in my perspective, I didn't feel I threatened that person. But that person felt like I threatened them. When I tell a person, I'm the type to pull up on you. If I know where you live at, your job, whatever, if you got time, I'm going to pull up on you. I'm not going to pull up on you to shoot you or fight you. I'm not that type of person. Ask anybody that knows me. If you're watching this and you know me, you know for a fact I don't fight, nor do I shoot. If I have to fight, I will, out of self-defense. But I'm never the type of person to swing on you first because I got a problem with you. I'd rather talk it out, apologize, and take accountability on both sides than fight or shoot. It's the reason why a lot of our brothers and sisters are dying today, especially in relationships. Brothers can't handle or admit to themselves that that girl don't want him, or she's not bold enough to tell that man that she don't want him, thus playing mind games and not taking accountability of the fact that you are abusing this man for what he can do for you. Come on, man, I'm talking, man. If anybody can hear me right now, put in the comments below. If you can hear me right now, just put in the comments below what you think, how you feel about accountability. Is there someone in your life that has to take accountability? It don't matter what it is. You can put it out there. Don't be scared. This is a judgment-free channel. This is a safe space here, I promise you. No matter how aggressive or loud I get, this is a safe space here. And I promise myself, when I make this channel and I put out my videos, I want to create and cultivate a safe world for people, man. Because I just so happen to be a victim and a suspect to this word, accountability. I'm no longer that. I've taken a lot of accountability, and I'm tired of doing it, and I'm not going to do it no more. I'm only going to take accountability for when I go wrong. I'm not going to apologize when I don't need to apologize. Don't you ever in your life, this is coming from Jaherd himself, don't you ever in your life take accountability for someone else's mess ups or someone else's apology, or someone else's mess ups or mistakes. Don't ever apologize for someone else's mistakes. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Don't ever take accountability for someone else's mess up or mistake. Don't ever do that. Stop. Stop people pleasing. Take accountability for yourself. Understand that you was raised wrong. It's okay. 1% day by day, patient progress. Be patient with your present. Be patient with your past too. A lot of people aren't patient with that. That's why they snap out when they think about it. Come back to your present. Stay grounded in the present. When you stay grounded in the present, you have enough time to think. But when you ponder and think about the past, you mess up your present. You miss all the gifts and blessings that you could get in your present. When you're in your present, you can go through the process of life. When you go through the process of life, become aware of it. When you become aware of it, practice gratitude. When you practice gratitude, you'll start making progress in life. That's why it's called patient progress. Come on, man. We talking. If you've received this message today, put down in the comments below, patient progress. If you received this message today, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope that this message has reached your heart, has gotten across to you. If you would do me a favor, if you loved what you heard today, please like, comment, and above all else, subscribe. I would love to grow this channel. I want to cultivate, give out merch, do big international events where I bring out unisex, I bring out brotherhood, sisterhood, and I cultivate the culture that I'm talking about now. I want to cultivate a better culture for us. The way we think, feel, see, touch, believe, walk, talk, dress, smell. I want to cultivate all of that. And I want to have a more pure culture. What we eat, what we do to our body, even what we tell ourselves. I want to cultivate a better culture. So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Patient progress merch coming soon. I hope I catch y'all in the next video. Thank you.